Great. I only have half of one. Half! We had pizza at work today. Yep.
Speak. Back to the forge with this one.
Get the close combat too once I get another level 5 gem for another slight increase of damage. They increased the range of melee attacks with this patch. I also recall that the number, I think it was like 1.5 meters for melee attack range. Could be wrong about that, potentially. But what I'm trying to say is that enemies within 1 meter of you are scaling down to no bonus at 3.5 meters, so maybe it wouldn't necessarily be 20% attack because of the distance. But I'll have to assume that I could just walk closer to close that gap, or maybe, like, you know, the character moves forward as he attacks. I wonder, if your character is attacking your enemy, do you still move or whatnot? I don't really pay attention to that level of detail. This attack is just basically for attacking rares and bosses. I'm sure Bone Shatter's in a fine place. Not a great place, just fine. Adding quality to shit would be a good idea. Wish you could add quality to that. Attack speed. Really need it. It's not the most important thing. I would like to break armor a little faster. With this, I can then get better duration on that. Alternative would be totem duration. 50% less skill effect. 12 is the default. 4 seconds added, 16, then you'd get 8 seconds, which makes the 3-thing combo. Hammer gets thrown, gets blown up, and then two totems on it. Well, the totems will get the whole hammer duration, but there is a slight delay from the moment the hammer blows up to sending out totems. I'm not so sure that the totem duration actually would help. I think this would be the right choice. Another good choice would be the seismic cry to increase the damage of the hammer. Right now I don't think I got some good, like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to have that. I think that being able to keep the enemies fully armor broken is nicer than getting more damage out of that attack. That gem in there already. Would be a good choice. What the heck? Was I mistaken? I'm confused. What was I looking at earlier? Strikes. This is for strikes. This one is for slams. Okay. There's one that should be a double boost. I'm guessing that's the tier 5 version. Fist. Yeah. Ancestral boost has double the effect on supported skills. Need a level 5 gem for Hammer of Gods. T5. Ancestral boost for Hammer of the Gods. Alright, I'll just get that half a snap, and then I'll do some maps. Maybe find something for armor breaker. Right now it's got tier 2, there's a tier 3, tier 3, just a straight upgrade. Weird, I don't know what I'm thinking. I guess I thought that it was. And you got Armor Demolisher, which is the best it can be. For the no, I don't have enough dexterity gems to do that right now. Or no, I do. The dex gem was a tier 4 though. Speed. Yeah, tier 4. Which map do I want to do? I was hoping to do tier 9s for a while. Either I collect some more EXP, or I just feel like I think the last 2 maps I did had like 19% more HP for enemies. I don't know, I feel like that fucking modifier double dips or some shit like that. Well, excluding the fact that enemies are evasive, this should be fine. If I had a tier 4, I'd be using that. I don't. I remember that I wanted to get over there. This map here has the monkey, I remember that. So we'll have to do a tier 1 map of that. I'd like to get there. I'm going to assume this has the headland. Sturdy walls held out, and armada, but not the famine it brought. I think we'll go here. Ask the fallen sun, so it'll be easy to fight him. So this map is called
What
Headland.
shaped a land like this? Organize this shit a little bit. So we'll get rid of that, move that down there a lot, and we'll go easy bosses. And well, I'm not too sure if this boss is easy or not because I didn't fight them, but I was of the mindset that they're probably a bit more difficult because I've only fought them like maybe 3 times. I think on the previous character in 0.3 they did fight them in the league, but at that point in time that character was ridiculously strong, so it's hard to say whether that fight is easy or not. So, unknown difficulty. Just a moment while I get some food that I don't want to eat.
that shit out of my way. And that shit out of my way. Very tired. Wouldn't be surprised if something stupid happens and I don't see it coming. Can I get my amulet yet? Probably not. 20? And I want it with the biggest number, so I don't have to throw divine orbs at it. That's the smallest number. 3 divine orbs minimum to get a good health roll. Or 1 if you want just something slightly worse. With a good resistance roll. If you want the very best, you have to ask for more. Probably because if it has the best roll, someone will just immediately buy it if they put the price probably at 1 div, so they can immediately probably throw a bunch of quality at it, instill it, and then they try to corrupt it, and then they throw it in the trash when the corruption goes wrong. Suppose with the changes to how the corrupting works, where it just immediately re-rolls all the values by a set number, rather than re-rolling like it was a div, a larger range. That's trying to get a corrupted item, corrupted unique with a good roll might be easier. Might be. Conversely, although it's easier now, it's more difficult because you have to make sure you're giving the best material for the job of trying to get the best outcome.
My satchel is full.
Easy. Choose what you need. A useful trade. just reward.
I agree.
I've nowhere to keep that. Shatter! Chance.
Probably this. I just like those. And eventually I'm not going to want to have resistances in the sockets. I did the thing. How does it activate again? I don't recall. Oh. Blow it up. That's trash. There is a situation where you could actually get absolutely nothing from that. Alright, so bombing time. Seems like a fine spot to start. Maybe not. this will be acceptable.
Split the land open! No chance! Return the earth! Satchel is full. I need more time.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to have lag so I'm definitely getting hit by that.
I've nowhere to keep that.
I wanted either I go for close combat or we upgrade the hammer with the Fist of the War that doubles its effect from that. I think we'll go with the basic attack for now. I rarely use the hammer. I should use it more, but I don't. I don't know. Is it close combat?
This is all we have. Gold is useless to me. Take it. I will make use of this.
Indeed.
There's a chance. However slim. Not really interested in it, but I don't want to throw it away either.
76, level 74 map, and yet I'm getting almost a full level up off of the map.
No chance!
No. If a level 81 map, well, more like a level 80 map is reasonable to still get to, that would mean level 82 is reasonable to get to? No. Level 83 is reasonable to get to, and then from there on it would be less reasonable step. That explains why some streamers were being like, oh, they have level 88 characters of all these different classes, because just beyond those levels, things get slower. I remember in 0.3, I had a lot more time on my hands, but at the time I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, getting into level beyond level 92 is a lot more reasonable than it used to be in 0.2. What am I gonna get? Probably nothing. Not unless this does anything more expensive and deals a very tiny amount of damage.
Shut up!
Purposes, let's sell all the blues I can find that are
I've
right
nowhere to
here.
keep that.
If I can pick them up. That staff. And we'll empty out Doriani of whatever waystones he has
Speak quickly.
that I can afford.
A useful trade.
Speak.
Quickly.
4 of them.
A good priority.
And if killing the boss doesn't level me up, then I'll probably be able to afford another. Possibly
May
a
they
second.
return to the earth.
Not sure how much a boss is worth.
My king nears. Sins of the embrace corruption.
choose what you need. As expected. Go.
Crimson Shore should be easy. I think it's the first trial boss of the second as. The Bastille, I think that's the ice version of the same boss. I think I may have wrote this down already. Nope. The Assembly, I'm pretty sure that's the lightning boss. What else is there? There was something I wanted to do, but I don't remember what it was. That's no good. I don't know. It's a blur. There was something. I don't remember. I wanted to add Chaos Res so I could fix up and replace this belt with the new one. Life will go down because of the strength no longer being there, so it's not an upgrade per se. Lightning goes way up, which is fine. Cold is going to go down, which would then cause me to probably replace a lightning gem with a cold rune. There was something.
Go on. This is all we have.
Whatever it was.
Indeed.
Can I afford
Good news. A place of our own. If only my... Thanks for believing.
Yeah.
Good.
Where'd you go?
Hail.
Oh. Nice. I'm guessing I asked for too much with that, so... I will drop this down to 3. I'll drop it down to 2. I just want it gone.
Someone is bound to buy that.
It is item level 67, so it's probably just trash in someone's eyes. Most people's eyes. I actually came over here for
Have an order?
currency exchange. I want the essence of chaos armor. Not perfect. I have Exalt swords. Wow, hell no. Alright. Much better if I had a really good memory.
Onward without hesitation.
Crimson Shores. Hema's Trial, second boss. First boss.
Face me, weak! Weak creature!
accuracy.
These are our supplies. Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Can't afford it, and so it will not happen.
No chance.
Additional damage would be nice. Regeneration rate is an option. Damage was the focus, though. If I make my way over here, eventually I'd be able to get some good damage out of that, if I get a significantly better shield. This is for two-handed, that's for dual wielding, and over here is for one-handed, which is not really close to where I want to be. Eventually I will want to be over there, but that means I'd go down here, and that doesn't really solve my situation in the here and now. You can take this as temporary points. Interesting. Maybe I'll consider that in the future. Think about it this way, if I have it where accuracy is no longer a thing I care about anymore, then this is equivalent of some dexterity and 12% attack speed. And if I'm getting hit all the time, if I am hit recently, 4 seconds. So as long as I'm being hit every 4 seconds, which is not always guaranteed because enemies get stunned and shit, that one node is worth more than all 3 of those nodes combined. Then there's the 8% or 8% here, or I can do that for reducing the potency of debuffs. 18%, 26%. Those are all good choices in their own right. We'll do this temporarily. Just for those 2. I'm not a crit. I don't really care about crits. I prefer reliable damage.
Break!
Nice. I want, and I'm gonna take it right away. Yeah.
Hammer, hand and move!
Satchel.
If I'm not interested in the items, like this is something that you could break down for one of those runes. Not that I'm going to, but you could.
Show us forward.
Sadly, you can only put one unique rune into your gear, and I mean on your character, not on your gear. So although you have multiple gear slots, only one of those kind of runes can go in. If it was one per piece of gear, that'd be more awesome. I didn't look through all of them, but I think I know which one, based upon my first impressions, would have been.
Rejoin the earth!
Maybe I should second look through and actually go through every option to make things more clear.
I've nowhere to keep that.
Tops!
Definitely that one. Trying to sneak that fucking thing in there.
I'm not ready!
Go over here. That might be the path I'm supposed to take.
No worry! Out of mana! I'm not ready! Cower!
I've no more.
5.4 of the big 20. 4 to 9. The regen goes up. 4 to 9. Chaos goes down, which I don't care about. So I get more life regen. Sounds good. If I wanted to, I could equip both to get 40% armor from chaos towards chaos.
More room.
defense and life regeneration. Here's 7.
Quickly. As expected. Of course.
Boots, level 60, double resist.
God's bless!
Gloves. Chaos for armor elements, big resist, big armor, big life, just has mana. Has a problem.
You don't belong!
Probably get to 78 in not too much time.
Satchel is full.
These are our supplies. As expected.
Amulet, double resist, life. So it's got 3 good things. Shield, very impressive, a single resist with physical reduction. An acceptable amount of armor added with life, and 1 bad armor modifier. So the shield can be significantly better. Let's go for shield. Let's very customize the hell out of this. So I want physical reduction. And I'm not settling for less, so where's the thing? Reduction. I'm gonna settle for 6. Life. I think it was like 100 life, so that. Resist. So if I do 2 on that, will I get the result I'm looking for? Yeah, I think so. 1 exalt for that, but And the shield that I currently have has 18% fire res. Do I need fire res? Kind of. Probably am in the 1 divine range area. This one has bad armor, 25 exalts, good resists, good additional, and it has 1 prefix that can be rolled. You can't get flat armor. Very good HP on it. You'd have to hope for percent armor, which would probably put it in the 400 range. Then you add quality, which would probably get it like if you get 100%, which it probably won't. Nice. This one has 2 prefixes that can be rolled. It has nice resistances. Better than this. The armor value. So it has 2 prefixes that can be rolled, hopefully to increase its armor value. Very nice. Very, very nice. Decent. Has a very good roll of increased armor. The only thing I don't like is that it has block chance. That said, I think block chance increases my damage, so I can't be too particular. One divine orb to get this fucking thing. I think we will do that. $575. My HP will. HP goes up by 2. Physical resistance, cold and fire. Armor will be probably going down. Add quality. Yeah, armor's gonna go down a little bit. In-game block chance damage goes up. Take it. It's still good.
You definitely want that one, right?
Yep, hopefully. What's this? Fancy. Is 70 the best it can be? I don't know. Do I want to equip this right now? Alright, so 246.44. Cold is very, very nicely set up. Fire is overcapped. I have lost probably a very tiny amount of armor, which is not an issue in the slightest. 246.44. 246.44. 242.58. The third digit was a 6 before, so it's gone down by vaguely 400. I'm not concerned about that. Physical reduction went up by 2%. So in the end, physical is much better off right now than it used to be. Health, probably an insignificant amount of 2. No one cares about that. Add a socket, throw lightning in there, probably. Fix this belt up with the replacement. So if I didn't have this, cold would still be fine. The new belt has lightning resistance, which would fix that up. Fire res, we still need that. Let's go over here for a sec. Let's try and sell that.
Oh, it's you.
There are aspects of this that are nice, but it's not amazing. I will still try to sell it for 1 divine orb to try and make up my costs. No, that's ridiculous. Do it anyways.
Is that a good price for that?
I bought this
I
for
have
1
no
div,
idea.
so if I get my 1 div back, then I basically just upgraded my shit. That'd be awesome. If that happens.
Yes. These are our supplies, as expected.
It's not gonna happen. That's
Indeed.
not gonna sell. I guarantee it. Add a socket. We'll take the shard gear, the one I'm gonna put chaos res on. And we'll just go back out here for a moment so the map doesn't unload. So we have this belt, we equip it. We're overcapped on lightning, but not enough that we can remove the lightning resistance, but we don't have any. Oh, we do. Oops. The shield does not need to have a resistance of any element equipped right now. Just maybe chaos res. I don't know how much the socket chaos res provides. The belt will get somewhere between 16 and 19% chaos res, which will put me at best 65% and at worst 62%, which is not an issue right now because I still have chaos armor. For now, we can throw a lightning rune in there. What is lightning, I said?
this! Let him go!
Another thing I can focus on. Chest piece, the resistances are kind of low, the prefixes are awesome. Sort of. Prefixes could be better. The implicit stats could be way better. Which would make a huge difference for my regeneration rate. Ornate plate. Can't have that. Resistances. Double resistances would be good. Yes. Cold and lightning. Do I need cold? If I didn't have cold, we'd still be fine. The new belt's not gonna have cold, so it won't be fine. Fire and lightning. I don't need lightning. So we could do fire cold. Or chaos if I'm greedy. Two resists. Arm, LM. And we're not settling for less. For life, we're not settling for less. And don't exist. What have I done wrong? It's not a shield. Only one. You haven't done the prefixes. 25 exalts, big fire res, cold res, big armor elements. They're all tier 2s with big HP. I want that. That's mine now. Thank you very much. Oh yeah. I don't have enough. I don't have enough gold.
Check back soon.
And it's gonna be gone any moment now.
I'll do you proud.
I ain't gonna sell a bunch of shit. I'm just gonna continue the map. Get to the boss. If it's gone, well, curse the fates that brought me this world. I saw that
These
there
are our
was one of
supplies.
those pits.
A useful trade.
Somewhere vaguely around 30,000, so we're not too far away from getting to afford it. We got a couple blues, we'll just take all of these.
Yes. Quickly. A useful trade.
Can I afford? And it's not telling me whether I can afford, so I'll get a little bit more. I have no idea where the boss arena is. Please don't lock me in the boss arena.
A gift from my ancestors!
Give me yellows, give me yellows. Give me yellows. Well, the gold is fine. Let's go and get that thing. It's mine.
All the best.
Thank you very much. Alright, I have the thing. Do I want to just throw exalts at it? No. What I think I should do if I was wise would be I should hold on to it for now, put it in the upgrade tab. We're not gonna... We refresh this map so it's safe, or it's not gonna die
What's
on me.
new?
I want perfect exalts. I want to know how expensive this thing is so I can know how far away my dreams of ever having this piece of gear equipment. 232. Wow. And how much is that in divs? 5 divs. Alright. If I ever get a perfect exalt, we can throw that with the greater exalted omen to see what becomes
Quickly.
of that chest plate.
As expected.
It has double resists with in fire and cold with big armor element. If it gets a good armor roll, then I'm fucking set. It's not perfect because my old shit that I had in 0.3. I'd be taking a big risk, but also getting a good reward. If I used the omen that guarantees the next essence you use is a prefix, it takes away from your prefixes. If I could get rid of the life that's currently on that chest, please, and replace it with percent life, at which point then I'm throwing a greater, a perfect exalt orb with greater to hope for 2 good prefixes that give armor or life or something. If it gives good armor, then I've basically, if it gives 2 rolls of really good armor, then I've basically recreated my chess piece from previously. Well, the previous big character.
No challenge!
Which would be awesome if that happened. I'll use the bathroom.
Shatter! Cower!
Oh, nice. It's point one. It's probably a good one. This kind of works out. I was trying to find an excuse to basically say, well, my stomach's been acting up, and I was going to end the stream and just go to sleep and wake up and be a different person for the next day.
You win no work!
I can read those notes and go off to bed. Well, the good news was with regards to my sleep. I ain't getting 4 hours of sleep every day anymore. Now I'm getting fucking 10 hours of sleep every day. But the other problem is I fucking get home and I'm fucking just completely destroyed. I was thinking about crafting on that chest piece, what I could potentially do if I like that life, or if I do. The old armor piece, I liked the percent life better than I did with the added life. What I could do if I liked the life roll is I could potentially try to throw a fracture more about it. And if it was to fracture the prefixed life, which, while not perfect, could still be nice. Fractures the life, I could add another prefix. And then guarantee that the newly added shitty prefix gets changed into the percent life, so you have double the life on the chest. If I'm going to do that, the only reason I would do that is because I would want to presumably use a rune algorithm that would allow chest armor to get one extra prefix. And it would have to miraculously happen to roll double armor. Huge number of coincidences causing this set piece of everything that would be perfectly awesome and make me happy. What do you want? What do you want? Yes, yes. I'm quiet. Five decibels difference. It's less this and more distance.
Also, I'm dead fucking tired.
No warrior.
Yep. Get out. Nope, not that. I want this. 15 minutes. 20 minutes.
Quickly. As expected. Time is of the essence.
Maybe... no. I think the treasure room will be over here, and then maybe up. This might be one with the boss, where you get the invitation from the king or something? Maybe? That, or maybe I already got through the treasure room.
Weakling.
No, treasure. Just treasure.
Gruesome creature. I'm not ready.
You defile us once more. Darkness awaits.
I've no more room.
Alright, let's look at those patch notes.
Quickly. Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Just a moment. We open up that. Switch over here. PoE 2. their website, early access. I'll flip this over here, full screen. I don't suppose you can make this easy for me. Back to the main site. Forums, index, patch notes. Passive skills to the top section of the Atlas Passage tree. Well, I never actually got to see it yet, so I'll just enjoy it when I get there. But I'm sure that's nice. Top section, so biomes. Are they telling me you get more passive points than you used to? Without actually telling me? Maps that are available to select for the right of the nameless are now much more clear. Okay, so just making things more readable and understandable. Delirium fog can no longer spread to maps that grant Atlas passive skills. I don't know. Additional rares spawned when an unstable breach stabilizes will now always spawn, regardless of if run is going to spawn or not. Okay. Breach monster density now correctly increases the number of monsters in the breach. This now stacks additively with pack size. Okay, so it just sounds like a bug that was fixed. Summoning circles added to maps are now described as containing a single summoning circle with multiple reactivation runes. Reactivation runes now describe what they do and have been made much easier to notice. Um... Player changes. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. So far, I haven't read anything that really interests me. New lineage support gem at Series Communion. So that'll probably obviously be something that comes from the temple. 40 new elemental passive skills near jewel sockets, mainly around the sorcerer/witch and druid areas of the passive skill tree. Probably not going to help me in the slightest, since I don't like to do elemental damage generally. I just prefer pure physical. Logging out and again now preserves your heavy stun buildup. Logging out while heavy stunned will now restart the heavy stun animation when you log in again. Unless you log into a different place to where you logged out. Okay. That sounds good for everyone else. Oh yes, very much so. Get more people dead. The empowering infusion notable passive skill now grants you 35 increased spell damage. If that's nothing for me, I don't care about that. Small passives, nope. More spell damage. Probably just means that they can now support spells as well, not just attacks. Extra.
waste of reading. Elite Abyss monsters have had their damage, loot, and experience lowered, while also much more significantly reducing the amount of life that they had. Okay, well, that last rare that I had to kill in the Abyss, that took quite a while, so having his health significantly reduced would be much appreciated. Having their damage and loot reduced, yeah, you should have kept that on the down low. Who's Hirano the meat carver? Well, I know who Captain Heartlin is. The tattoos changes for the story to be easier, I suppose. Monster modifiers to combine modifiers above 8 instead of displaying X and other modifiers. I guess that's just a quality of life improvement on the visuals. Bug fixes. Honestly, nothing I've read so far has been good. I'm gonna skip the bug fixes because every time I encounter a bug, I'm always hoping that I never have to see it again. So I guess we're done reading for now. Good night.